Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Dip. I am your host, TV Chips, and this is a check-in blog, if you will. I am in a hotel room because a very dear friend of mine is getting married tomorrow, and I am standing up in her wedding. I'm actually honored to be giving her away, and when I do it's a thing, but I like to stay kind of in a hotel for a wedding because you can just kind of be compartmentalized, and I think it's a little bit less stressful if you are away from your home base a little bit in that instance. So I am staying in this lovely hotel, which is not very far from my house, but it's a nice change of pace, if you will. So, and I'm doing this check-in because I've had a very interesting day. I am now. Tomorrow will be the 20th. So January to February, February to March, March to April, April to May. 4 months officially, like in month terms. A little bit longer than that in as far as like week terms go, but it's officially been 4 months in like 18 minutes since I had the surgery. And while it's not an official number yet, because I have not been officially weighed, I've only been using the weight from the weight control center scale to like judge. Why is my forehead so weird? Anyway, sorry. Squirrel. I've only been going by that to judge my weight, and I haven't stepped on that scale in 3, 4, 5 weeks, maybe. I think it's been about a month. But I did last week step on a scale. I stepped on 3 scales, I believe. And 3 different scales, and they all were pretty much around the same number-ish, and they all said that I was officially down around 100 pounds. So, yeah, what kicked off the weighing, let me go back even further. Now, the only reason I weighed myself, I haven't been weighing myself independently, just because I think maybe I'm scared of the number. In the beginning, when I first started getting ready towards the thing, towards the surgery, when I first started with the weight control thing, back in June, I lost. Like, I gave up pop, and I gave up, all sorts of non-water type beverages, with the exception of like Crystal Light and just regular water. And I lost like 11 pounds in 1 month. And I was like, I got this. I'm good. I got this. And I haven't really talked about it too much, but the next month I gained like 6 of that back. And so, and through those 6 months getting ready for the surgery, I was stressed because I couldn't gain any weight from, my weight in June, my weight in December at the 6-month mark when I was ready for surgery had to be less than my weight was in June. And that was scary because that meant I had to, I don't know. I mean, I had to do it. I had to be doing it myself. And, there was a lot of stress involved with the thought of having a major surgery and all of these changes and things like that. So, so it was stressful, and bouncing. The scale bounced. I mean, the next month, I think I gained a pound. And then the month after that, I lost another 7, and then I gained 4, and then so it was like this seesaw thing, and where I wasn't losing fast, and then I was maybe gaining, or I was creeping up. finally got to that last point, that last month, and I was nervous that I wasn't gonna make the weight that I was gonna gain, and I didn't. But like it was scary. So for me, the scale has been kind of something I don't want to mess with, per se. Um, so so yeah, so I don't weigh myself regularly, independently, because that took its toll on me every month, weighing in like that, and the ups and downs, and just like anytime that number was higher than it was the month before, or wasn't lower, by a good amount, where it was, maybe zero point 0.3 pounds lower, it would just, like, it killed me inside. Like, it was like, oh jeez, this is ridiculous. So I don't weigh myself on a regular basis. What spurred the idea to weigh myself was, I went in for a fitting for the tux, there's a tux over here hanging just over there that I have to put on in like 12 hours. And I went in to get weighed. I went in to get measured for the tux, and I had been dreading this. My friend Heather asked me to give her away at her wedding, and we've been friends for about 20 years, and it's the greatest honor, I think. My best friend John asked me to be his best man, and that was like a given. We had been friends for 30 plus years at that point, and it was a given that I would be the one to be his best man, type of a thing. But it was still such an honor, and that day was one of the most beautiful and memorable days of my life. Seeing him and who is now, I consider, my sister Andrea, watching them walk down the aisle, and standing next to John while he got to watch his beautiful bride, that he was going to spend forever with. And that's given him two great children. That was such a beautiful moment in my life. And I don't get asked to stand in weddings all that often, and I'm not the most thrilled person with the idea of doing that, and I never was before. But when my friend Heather asked me to stand in her wedding and actually be the one that walked her down the aisle and gave her away, like, that's an incredible honor. That's just, I didn't think I was going to cry, so I didn't get tissue. But like, that's a huge honor for me, that somebody would consider me that important in their life, that they would want me there in that role, and in that capacity on that day in their lives. That just, I said yes immediately. I mean, I couldn't say no. But, as wonderful as the idea was, the idea of getting into a tuxedo, at 300 plus pounds, 350 plus pounds, was a nightmare. And I had already committed to doing this before then, but before she asked me, I'd already committed to the surgery, but it still was like, I thought the surgery, and then it would just slowly, I didn't realize it would be as rapid of a change. I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't. I thought, well, that's how that works for other people. It's not going to work that way for me. So I went to get fitted for this tux, and the guy asked me for my measurements, and I was like, oh, I don't know what I wear. I kind of explained to him briefly the situation, that, I've rapidly lost a lot of weight, and my sizes are kind of skewed. And so he measured me, and he's like, let me get some stuff. And he grabs an extra large shirt. And I'm like, that's not gonna fit me. That's funny. That's not gonna fit me. And he's like, well, no, it should. It's what you measured. It should. Yeah, that's not gonna fit me. That's not gonna fit me. It fit. It fit. I don't know when the last time I fit into an extra large shirt would have been. It fit. And I think from talking to people who've had this, and I go to a support group a lot, with people who've they had the surgery through the same people that I've had my surgery through, and the people in those group, they always talk about how they don't feel it, and I'm like, you don't feel it, you look it, and I'm always the first one to be like, no, 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 you look great, type of a thing, and I didn't feel it until, like, I feel good. But as far as the weight goes, it just, it doesn't, I feel like I still look the same. I know I look different. I know I look different. I have a neck. You can't see it great with this, but like I have a neck. Look at that. Look at that. My head used to just kind of rest on my shoulders like a, like a watermelon on the grass. It just kind of sat there. But now I have a neck. I still have this thing. I'm very self-conscious about this. I hate this. I call it my Jabba. I hate it. But it is what it is. I just don't like it. I don't like it. My arms are kind of weird because I haven't really gotten them toned yet, and I just don't. And I'm probably going to have surgery to have the skin removed from my stomach because of the way my stomach sits. So I just don't feel it. I feel better. I feel stronger. I feel a lot of things, but I don't feel thinner, I guess. I don't know. It's people who've had the surgery and the people in my support group and stuff like that, I think they get it. I don't think anybody else could really fully get it, but it doesn't, I just don't feel it. So putting on an extra large shirt was, was it just a, that was weird. Did you hear that noise? That was weird. It was a piece of ice fell. I don't know where that came from. There's an ice bucket here. It came from the ice bucket, but I don't know how it fell. Anyways, but what was I saying? So yeah, so I just was like, wow, I didn't know what to think. I was so stunned that this extra large shirt fit me. I texted a friend of mine immediately, and I was like, I'm freaking out. And she was like, dude, that's amazing. You should celebrate your accomplishment. And I didn't really. I mean, I posted something in like this little Facebook group that my support group has, and I shared it with a couple of people, the picture of the shirt with a couple of people. But for the most part, I didn't really celebrate it because I just was like, let's hold back. And now, unfortunately, when I went to go pick up my tux yesterday, is it still yesterday? Yeah, it's still yesterday. When I went to go pick up my tux yesterday, the shirt didn't fit. It's a different style shirt. The tuxedo shirt that I tried on fit perfectly as an extra large. This other shirt was is a different cut shirt. It didn't fit. So I was like, oh, curses. So I had to go pick up a larger shirt today. That was, and I think, and I was telling a friend of mine as well that I feel like I was relieved that I wasn't an extra large. I was kind of relieved that it was a 2X now. Maybe I feel more comfortable with the 2X. I don't know. I don't know. But it didn't fit. And it didn't fit in the neck either. That was disappointing because it was like tight here and then it was tight here. Right here was good. It was right here and right here. You can't see it, but like right there. Stomach area. Yeah, it is what it is. And then it was tight right here. But the other one is, this 2X is fine. Well, we put the 1X on of the regular tuxedo shirt, and it fit. So that was, so it just, I'm not a 1X across the board. Just with that particular cut of tuxedo shirt, I am a 1X. So today I picked up the tux, and I was getting ready to go to the rehearsal dinner, and I was standing there and I was like, oh, my shirt's untucked, which my shirt always untucked, was always untucked. I'm not a tucker-inner. And I was like, you can't go to a rehearsal dinner where you're going to be walking the bride down the aisle. The most important moment of any wedding, pretty much, is that moment when the bride enters and you're the one right there. You can't wear a semi-wrinkly shirt that's untucked. So I tucked it in, and I was standing in the mirror kind of making sure it looked normal, and I just stared for a few minutes because I was like, for the first time I saw it, I saw it felt different. I looked different. I'm literally looking at this person. I'm going, who is this person? And so I went and I grabbed my camera, my phone. I grabbed my phone and I took a picture and I posted it on social media, on my Facebook page. Well, at first I posted it in the group, my support group, and everybody there was like, this is great. And one of my closest, dearest friends, I was telling her, I'm like, I was thinking about posting it and on my regular page. And she was like, go for it. You should. You should celebrate it. And so I did. I posted on my Facebook page, and that was about 6 hours ago. I haven't checked it fairly recently, but it's gotten 180 likes and loves, reactions, and people have been commenting saying like just beautiful, wonderful things about this picture of me. It's weird to be, I don't know. And I don't think, I don't think one or two people, 3 or 4 people, you get 5 comments, you get 6 or 7 likes. That's just people being nice, but like 185, I think, was the number when I last checked it. It's just a picture of me. But it's not me anymore. Like, it's still me, but that's not me anymore. I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago. I'm not the same person I was, honestly, I'm not the same person I was a month ago. This last month especially, but this last 4 months, and this last month especially, I'm not the same person. I have a clear idea of what I want out of life. And now I feel like I'm finally at a place where what I want, I'm telling the world that I want it. If I want something, I'm not as afraid to go for it. I know what I want, and I'm not scared to go after it. Wasn't happy with my job. I felt like I was being held back by the company. The opportunities that the company could provide me and the opportunities that they could use to develop me, I didn't feel like they were giving me the respect and, well, not respect, but they weren't giving me what I needed. And I found a new job. It fell into a lap. A friend of mine just happened to make it known that his company was looking, and I went in for the interview. I talked to some people. I went in for the interview, and I wanted the job. I got it. And I start on Monday. I quit my job. I got this other job, and I quit my job, and and now I'm starting a new job. I'm starting a new chapter of my life. It's a good job. It's a good opportunity. I'm going to be making more money. I'm going to be closer to home. I think I'm going to be happier. It seems like I'm going to be working with really good people. My friend Scott from high school, I'm going to be working with him, which is awesome. He said we could have code names. I'm really hoping to have a cool code name like Dr. Alan Grant. That'd be cool, called Dr. Grant. You can call me Dr. Grant. I don't know. You can't pick your own code name. I know. I understand how it goes. He did poo-poo the idea of walkie-talkies, which I think I'm just gonna make happen anyways. At one point, I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna make sure I'm good there. Like, this is a good spot, and then just one day I'm just gonna break out the walkie-talkies and be like, "Hey, dude, I know you're only like 12 feet away from me, but let's have a conversation via walkie-talkie." I'm just saying. But like, I know what I want. I feel confident in myself. I'd never been confident in myself before. I just haven't. I've never felt worthy, I guess. I mean, I've always had like a little bit of confidence. I do a lot of like, theater and things like that, and film type stuff. So you have to have a little bit of confidence. I had confidence in ability. I've always had confidence in ability. I've never had confidence in self. And it doesn't come from losing 100 pounds. It doesn't come from, making new friends. It doesn't come from meeting a girl. It doesn't come from getting a job. It doesn't come from buying a house or a car or something like that. You don't get self-confidence from those things. They can help you. All of those things can help you, but you don't get self-confidence from those things. If you get self-confidence from those things, it's a false sense of confidence. It's, I have this now. I have a girlfriend now. I have a new car now. I have a new job. I just bought a nice big house. You have confidence because you have that status. But it's not real. It's not real. This is real. And know what I want. I'm not afraid to go for it, I guess. I mean, in a way, you're always going to be afraid of things because, it's just how it goes, does she like me? You know, can I do that job? You know, that dog's a little sketchy looking. Things like that, you know. You're always going to have a little bit of fear in your life. You know, can I do that? You know, can I talk to this person? Will this person see me this way? Will that person see me that way? Will this person want me to do this? Will that person want me to be there? You know, there's always going to be those fears, but I feel confident. And I think sometimes when you feel confident, you go, "Wow, I can do anything. Feel like I can do anything. Feel like I can do anything." So, yeah. So here we are. 4 months, 100 pounds. Down technically, if we want to say it, I'm down about 5 shirt sizes. Pants, I'm down, well, they go in evens. So I'm down 6 pant sizes. It would be more, but the way my stomach sits, it just can't be more. I have, what they have told me is I have about 80 more pounds to go. Oh God, that seems like such a lot. No, not 80, right? 80? No. Yeah, 80. I've got about 80 pounds to go to get to like what is technically my goal. I think once I'm there, once I get to that goal, then I will start looking into the surgery to remove the skin from the stomach. And that probably would take me down another 15 pounds, let's be honest. You know, that's, skin is heavy. Probably another 10, 15 pounds, maybe even more. Yeah. So, so anyway, so things are going well. Tomorrow's the wedding. Today's the wedding. It's, yeah, today's the wedding. I start my new job in 2 days. I know what I want from life, and I'm going for it. I'm taking the things that I want. The show that I'm directing right now, I'm directing a play. That play opens in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 3 weeks. The play opens in about 3 weeks. 2.5, 3 weeks. It's going really well. I'm very excited. I've got a brilliant cast, very funny people. So that's going really well. I'm excited about this new job. There is another opportunity possibly out there for me that would be even better, possibly. But for right now, I'm excited about the opportunity. Yeah. But I'm just excited that I'm proud of myself. It's been a long, long journey, and I'm proud of myself. And I've gone on for a very long time. So if you've watched all of this, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I didn't mean to babble for half an hour. I'm very sorry that I did, because I probably repeated a lot of things and talked about some stuff that probably whatever. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for following me in this journey and for supporting me. And however long you watch this video for, thank you. I don't care if you thumbs up it. I don't care if you comment on it. Thank you for watching it. If you watched any of it, That's thanks enough for me. I appreciate that. So thank you, everybody. And I will see you next time. Bye.